Guilty Gear Exar. Round 2.
Tutorial. Training. Who dares to enter the melee?
Alright, so who's here? Here we go. We got Royal Metex. Hello. I'm gonna start with Roy first. I'm gonna try to not spend a ton of time. Actually, you first, Roy, didn't you? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have your match against Roy, and then I'm gonna have Roy versus. I don't know who Roy versed. He lost. Yeah. Finlay. That was a close match. Okay. So I like to start off this question every time I start this analysis. Do you have any questions or anything you want me to look at during the match, Metex? Okay.
Jam without the biddy. Then Central Organ Tower. Jam versus Venom. Get ready to rock.
Well, the one thing, if you look on my screen, I can explain certain things with inputs. Like if you look on my screen right now, you'll see this nonsense going on in the bottom right. I think you can see that. Right forward. I just like to go. Yeah, definitely. Backboard. So. Anyway. So you can look at those inputs during the game, during our analysis. That can explain some stuff. Let's get back to the match. So usually I'd have this on YouTube and just like be a little bit easier to use then. I think it's bloody and yeah, I don't have as much control on Twitch. This is gonna be a little bit annoying. So round start 6H, yeah. So honestly, from what I've heard, Jam is Venom's worst matchup. It's just because of how easy it is to get around his buttons. Yeah. Like 6H. Like 2S is super good for him. He's super good for Venom. But you just go over it all the time. You're just gonna win every time. I just don't think there's a situation where it's gonna lose ever. You also have like this ability to just, you know, to get in. Analysis time. Yeah, no, I've heard it's the worst. Literally because it's the worst for Venom personally. It doesn't mean it's the best for Jam, but it's the worst for Venom. Is what I've heard. Like I can't. When I think about worse, like the worst isn't that bad for Venom. Like Venom's matchups aren't that bad, but then I've heard like some maybe some pixie characters like Amelia could be a bit rough. But yeah, James is actually apparently just the worst. So, those are from more experienced Venom players, so I'm not going to dispute that. Most Jam players say it's pretty even. Well, that's his worst matchup. I don't know if it's a it's probably like a 6-4. It's not like a 7-3 or anything. But it's Venom's worst matchup. Like he hasn't got any worse matchup than that. So, Venom is high tier, and his matchups are pretty good. I don't think he has too many horrible matchups. Most matchups are pretty decent for him. He has annoying shit, but it's not like that bad, honestly. But the fact that like Jam can just deal with 6-2S so easily is like a monk of mega. Like she can just bulldog out of a lot of situations he creates very easily and gets big damage off it, which is a problem for Venom. Anyway, so if we go to the match, so you get the 6H. It's a counter hit. Every time you get a so quickly explain this. Every time you get a 6H like this, you should try to cancel the puffball like this. And every time you try to do a puffball, try to do only one puffball. This is your plus one after this, yeah? And you're at pretty good range. Like you have really good buttons after this. And personally, specifically against Venom, your buttons are gonna do way better in that situation than his. Like he doesn't have fast buttons. The best he can do is maybe like a 2K or a 2D, and you can just probably 2S that quite easily. But yeah. A lot of your stuff will just be made safe by going into like puffball, honestly. Or like jump cancel. Yeah, puffball is a really easy way to just make things. Really easy way to make things safe. Definitely try to use puffball. I try to only use one. It isn't. Yeah, it is minus, but it is minus. But there's not, unless they instant block the 6H, they're not going to really interrupt that. And if they try to interrupt it, they're probably going to get countered. And I mean, if you really are afraid of them interrupting it in between, you could do something like this. And it's like a frame trap. You can also do stuff like this. Like, she has a lot of tricks with this command dash, yeah? She also do stuff like this. Like, she's done stuff like this. Makes it in the corner. Stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably more corner. I've seen a trick like this. It's hard to do, but I've seen some tricks with that. Maybe it's like one hit or something. I mean, if you, it's manual timing, so you can mash it, you know, like this. You can like let it linger like this. You know? Yeah, you should definitely, because it's eventually you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna confirm it on like counter hit. Like on hit, you're not really gonna confirm it, but on counter hit you will. You get big damage from counter. Stuff like that. Yeah. Just remember, most of the time, if you want to make stuff safe, I mean, there's lots of other tricks. I don't know if you know about this trick. Like, you could do stuff like this. See that? Eventually, you'll get to where you'll cancel that into the overhead. It's not an easy thing to do, so don't worry about it too much. But eventually, you'll be able to get to a level like that where you can, you know, you're here and you're like, all right, I want to start my game. You know, just do something with it. Get a throw. Go high. Do stuff like that. Yeah, it's just in practice. Like, you can just press it twice like this. It's like 1, 2. Okay, if you're cancelling it off something, you gotta be careful, because I can't just do it like that. I gotta be careful. That's what happens. This is what happens if I try to do it without understanding like hit stun or block stun. So like that didn't come out, even though I tapped it in the same way. It's because I'm not the block stun. This is a lot of block stun here. The game can't register all these things, so I can't do off all these things. So I gotta wait a second. Yeah, it's good practice to do that. So that's just a simple thing on 6H. Try to cancel that in the bubble. There are other ways that you could just, like, you know, Unga. I'll explain some quick Unga. I'll get other Unga. The other Unga is going to be like, you know, just doing stuff like this. It can be pretty good at getting it if you go really low, and the reward on count it's super high. And now you're just in. You're really close. You're in your domain. You can do stuff. You know? Stuff like that. And you got stuff like IAD, jump H, which is really good. Stuff like that. So you got a lot of pressure with that. So just being able to get in like 6H, this, pretty good. Let's have this. So there's the ground one, which is a bit slower for startup, but then you have like the air one. So I'm TKing it. So if you look at my motions, I'm doing this.
Negative penalty.
That's my motion. So it's more like this. Like that. That's pretty good because when you get this to like level 2, you just get in and you can deal with a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like TK. It's a TK where you're doing the motion, you're doing the normal motion, which is down, down, forward, forward, and then you do up kick. So it's pretty good, like against like a Venom when he's kind of doing stuff. Like just say he's doing this, you know, it's like haha, I'm gonna set some balls and then chuck them at you. You can be like, you do that. He's gonna be on point. There's a bigger hitbox on the charge one, which is be careful. But you just can't, unless he's like completely filling the screen, but and he's not being greedy. Like if he's ever greedy, you could just do this and hit him with a charge kick. It's more like 2, 3, 6, 9k. You don't really need the 8. You just do this if you want. I don't really. The 8's there just because it's there, but you don't really need it. Yeah. There's also, you probably also have seen like you have pressure resets like this. But jumping is pretty good. To do stuff like this. So reaches nice and far down. You can do stuff like this. Jump. I'd use jump H at this range, but if you're doing like a way to get yourself down on the ground, a little bit safer, probably. Okay. Let's go back to the game. So what'd you charge? Yeah, I gotta like go back annoyingly. So yeah, so you get stuff like that. Honestly, if you really want like a full charged card, you could do stuff like this. If you really want a full charged card, because you could do this. They actually have their turn, so what you can do is, and now you have a full charge card. It's kind of matchup specific. Like you've lost your Oki, but now you have like a full charge card. You're kind of scary, you know. So stuff there. Okay, so you got the kick. This is death, by the way. So if you ever get this, I don't. It's not counting. Can't remember if there's an air one as well. Okay, it is air one as well. So yeah, this is death. Doesn't matter if it's ground or air. So this is death. If you have anything else, he just dies. So much more damage. And you can be like, alright, so I got one of these, and I got max charge of these, but with this. Or something like this. Into that super. I kind of want to demonstrate the damage. Potentially do. Yeah, something like that. It's like huge damage. Oh, yeah, then you probably get that. You get double puff in there probably at some point. That's like big boy combos though. Alright, so back to the game. Just to let you know that whenever you see that situation again, that is potential for big damage. Yeah. Okay. So I'd really avoid doing all these dragon kicks. Like that kind of worked out there, but I like when you're this close, don't do a dragon kick. Also, whenever he jumps like this, I mean he's doing match. It gets a venom, it's a bit more difficult, but you should probably also do an anti-air. So her anti-air would be this. Bit annoying with jam, unfortunately. Goes into something like this, maybe. You use jump cancels XP? You can't. You can. Yeah, so you gotta cancel it in a close slash. Wait, I said 6p, didn't I? 6p. Because it's got upper body involved, so if... example, this, my Vem's jump edge is pretty good, so we'll see how it goes. So it's something like this. Yeah, so every time he jumps at you, and you time it right, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, if you can interrupt, like jump P or stuff might be a bit better. You know, just understand, you can just do it like a normal string. So like I do something like this. So it's like jump P, jump P, jump S. I'll try to interact like this. Jump P, jump P, jump S, jump S, jump P, jump S, jump H. Something simple. Because your only jump cancel button is jump S, you gotta go into that. Alright, so you with 6k now. If you press 6k here and you just get counter hit, yeah. If you press like maybe 6H, you probably would have counter hit him. This is where like situations where you can bulldog is like can be very on display with a jam. But you just didn't press the right button there. So Roy's setting up balls. Try to do a jump 2k from that height. I don't know about that. Gotta hate. Yeah. So yeah, you double jump. Like here's where you really need to get your movement down. It's jump S and then you jump again and do a jump S. And jump P, you can just do a bunch of jump Ps. So the Gatling table, I think, is like... You can go K back to P. Yeah. I don't think S can go back into anything. Oh no, S can go back into P. And just keep it simple. Just do a bunch of P's into S, and then for the second double jump, S into H. Just keep it very simple like that. They'll probably be like for most characters, where they'll do something into S, and then they'll double jump the S into S and H. That's like the majority of characters will do that in this game. But yeah. Alright, so this is where improving your movement will really help. So in this situation, let's get to it. So what you do is you jump forward and jump forward twice. So what happened here is now you have no movement options. And that's a really bad thing. You need if you jump forward, what you want to be doing is you want to be air dashing back or forward after that. If you jump again after a jump forward, you're doing that to try to get away from something or try to avoid something. But if you plan to double jump again on top of him right now from this height without delaying at all, it's like dangerous. Like the only time I can think of double jumping is when you're trying to get away from something, like getting a lot of height and then trying to come down with something powerful maybe. But generally, using all your movement like this means you're very vulnerable to an anti-air or just to an air throw because you can't avoid it at all. So this is where learning how to air dash, like just to jump forward or jump backwards and then do a late or forward air dash like this. So like this, because he'd be like, oh, he's gonna anti-air. He's gonna jump in with this. And you just air dash back, and it's a nice bait like this. You can dash forward, do something like this. You jump in one time, you know. So you could do stuff like this, you know. You could do stuff like this. Oops. Little trick there. But yeah, using your movement like this, just using all your movement, especially forward. Like I don't really want to imagine you jumping back like this. If you jump back like this, it's not that good. You should be just doing that. That's even better. The only time you should be doing this is when you're in the corner or something. Because and that actually would be useless. So you'd be like just trying to throw off anti-air timing, you know. But yeah, just doing double jumping like this is very dangerous. Maybe jumping backwards like this might not be too bad, but I recommend dash back. And then doing this is just suicide. Like, it's just like, I don't know about that. It's very easy to anti-air either. Do not take just 10 seconds. So long. You to come down the jump TK, he sweeps you though, he OTGs you, which is lucky. Then you press the button here, which is unfortunate. If anything, you should have tried to sweep him underneath the ball. Like if he does something like this and he tries to follow up on the ball. Something like that, you could just, you know. You could sweep him like that. Or you could maybe 2S him. It's a bit scary. Yeah, maybe just sweep is the best thing. Like, when you're able to stand, that's when you're in a little bit of difficulty. But honestly, trying to get away would be a little better. But instead you kind of press the button and just got hit. Also, you press 6K. I don't know if you wanted to press 5K or something here, but you press... At this range, pressing any type of K or P button, I would not recommend. If you're going to press a button at this range, it should be like 6H or maybe Fire S, maybe a sweep, or you should be instant air dashing, or doing the command dash into puffball, something like that. Yeah, just be careful with your 6Ks. And that's just you not blocking. At this point, like, if he's got a ball like this, I feel like you should just try to respect and block. Yeah, like, just respect and block the ball. There will be situations where you eventually learn, like, hey, this is not real. I can just get out of this, or I can punish this, you know? But until you don't know it's real or not, like, you should just be chill, because you could get destroyed. Yeah, so that dragon kick there was like... yeah, you get hit. I wouldn't even dragon kick it, like, you could have just 6H and got your way in, honestly. It was 6H. That 6H is negative, so you probably could have done your own 6H. Let me test it. Nah, you can't play. Go do this. Alright, there we go. Honestly, if you block a long range thing like this and it's negative, or they're gonna cancel or something, like if he does something like this, then you can just do that. Because he can't do anything after this. He could do this. Like sure, you could do that. Region YRC 2K. I think if you're trying to use YRC to get in like that, I think you're overcomplicating it. Honestly, until you start doing balls this low. Like, look at this. I'm gonna do a kind of standard ball here. You just went under it. See? You just went under that. That's a low right there. He went under that. Oh god. That's a problem. Because that stops stun dipper from Kai. And Kai's stun dipper is really low to the ground. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's just an easy way to get in. Like, you can't really interrupt. It's hard for him to interrupt that. Like, he can probably do something like this. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe you could interrupt it like that, but it's just like scary. Because then you could just do stuff like this. It's catching. You can do stuff like that. Right. Yeah, maybe you catch like that. Yeah, at that point you just go over the top like that. Oh man, that's anything as well. Look at that NTS. Just 6H it. That depends, honestly. Or something like this, actually. God, Jam hasn't answered everything. Alright. So you dragon kick, you get up. Get head out of it. Okay, these supers, you gotta be really careful with these supers. Jam doesn't have like doesn't need a ton of meter. She can use meter quite well for other things, which doesn't like need it. If you're gonna use meter for stuff, maybe to extend combos. I don't know. Doesn't exactly need a huge. It's not like I can say like, oh, Soul just does this and then it's like no. This is the only thing you could really. Yeah, maybe that's the why I see some stuff. But she wants to make herself safe so she can do like the overhead and then make herself safe after it. Apart from that, she doesn't exactly need too much meter. But I still wouldn't be blowing all your meter on supers, especially meet supers like that. I could try to avoid trying to do reactionary supers in neutral like this. Like, try to avoid doing that. You should learn how to get in without a super, honestly. Was it one of those, like, I kind of want to do this super in a match and praying that it was going to work, but I just kind of want to do it input-wise? Yeah, that'll happen when you're starting out. It's just like, I just want the super to come out. So, but yeah, eventually you're going to be like, that super is costing me meter. There are some cool things I could do with the super, with the meter. Like, I could do, you know, stuff like this. You get stuff like that, or there's combos like this. That. You can also like make stuff like this safe because that's negative. Maybe stuff like oh, what else? Make safe. I don't think you need to make the DP safe. You do something like this. Try to make it safe. Yeah. Just try to not use your meter too much. Yeah, I'm not saying Hustler. I'm not saying that he shouldn't use super neutral because it's bad or anything. I'm just saying like that's not what he should be focusing on right now. Is like reactionary super to everything, because then he's just going to be only using his super every time he gets meter when he could probably use his meter elsewhere. And yeah, fast slash YSC is just. That's supposed to be fast slash RC. I mean, there are options like super YSC. There are tricks with that, but she doesn't exactly need a ton of meter. So it's gonna get punished. Luckily you didn't get punished too hard. Okay, so you try to puffle here, but you kind of let it rock too early. I think you could have gone a little bit further, especially since you would have gone under the ball. With 2H, you're blocking, it's good. You try to interrupt there. Unfortunately, it's a bit difficult. Your buds exactly aren't gonna. Unless maybe, like I said, you could have done like fast slash or flare or 6H. Maybe could have reached him, but it's like. So you got the overhead, but he's negative after that, so you punish it, which is good. Honestly, when you did this overhead, you could have just done 5k 2D. Or 5k fast slash 2D or something like that. Could have been in range. Can you even do fast slash 2D? You can. Bit hard. But yeah, just do something like and get a card. Like just charge a card. Try to confirm into a sweep if you can, and then try to confirm that knockdown into a card, because your card will get you a lot of good stuff. Yeah, so that was scary, so you could have just punished it right there. Drop combo, you're blocking, which is kind of fine. You do dragon kick, not good. With another input. Yeah, his dragon kick's killing you. I feel like there's some tools you just gotta take away from yourself so you can learn the character in other ways. Yeah, it's just like an accidental input. You're gonna get a lot of that for a while. So what happens here? You blocked that, which is fine. Trying 6H, which is okay. Yeah, that see, unless you're charging up the dragon kick and you're reacting with it, I really would just avoid using it. I'm probably gonna harp on that a lot. You be careful. Also, if you're full screen, a strong thing with Jam is if you're full screen, you can just, you know, you can just charge a quick card. I mean, Venom can't exactly stop you. You're trying to do stuff like this. Like you got 2 cards now. You don't care. Oh wait, no, I forgot one of the most important, one really good usage of meter for Jam. For some reason, it's this. This is insanely strong. It costs 15 meters, but it basically needs snowbird. I forgot that she needed this. I really did the input. I don't have sucked the input. Something like that. But yeah, just very good. Super worth meter. Also, try to avoid doing jump 2k in the air this high. As cool as it is, like, I mean, it works here because you get it really low, and it's a counter as well, so you combo it. But if you block it high like this, even on hit, like if you do it this high, I forgot the whole trick with this jump 2k. Yeah, she could probably throw you here. I have to reverse the thing just to show you, but you could definitely have thrown you. You could definitely throw you on hit. Just gotta be careful. You can't use it all the time. Actually, I will just show you.
Jam. Versus Jam. Get ready to rock.
They're all attempts at IAD. You mean the ones where you're dragon kicking, or he shouldn't be inputting anything? So hold up after this, but just see even on hit. It's worse on block. Like you just die. But on hit, if it's at the incorrect height, like if you're at this height, God, I don't even know. That's a bad height, yeah. Even on hit, you're just getting thrown. So you need to kind of be careful of doing it all the time. You should try to do it low. Like if you're really gonna do it, you should be just doing it like that. Just to be annoying. And then when you have meter, you can. You do something. But apart from that, you just gotta be careful. Bubble. Okay, so yeah. The second bubble is like he can mash. I'm pretty sure like the timing on it isn't good. So you can mash out of it quite easily. And he did it a couple of times. So just do the first bubble and then do like a 5k or fast slash after it. Another thing I want to mention is I feel like Jam is one of the best characters at tick throwing in this game. Because of the 5k and a throw range. So this is a throw range. Like this is a back throw range. And this is a forward throw range. This is back throw. This is forward throw. That's probably further than pot. And pot is the furthest ground throw range. So the fact that you could go like this. You can't mash 5k like this, yeah? It doesn't gatling into other buttons. You can do stuff like this. You know? Very easy to like a tick throw. It's only from forward throw though. And it's in with decent timing. And you can't be doing it while you're dashing. No matter how much you want to do it while you're dashing, you can't. You gotta break first. You gotta stop moving first. And that's scary. It's a bit dangerous for Jam because you guys know parries that. But yeah. Yeah, you can be like, oh, doing this. You can do a lot of this, and then you can frame trap with like 6H or something. You can frame trap with 2S or 2H. Also, her 2S goes into back into 5k, which is good. Because a 2S can frame trap. It's really short range, but it's good stagger counter hit. So you can go, you know, like this. Instead of this trick, I like this. There's a trick a lot of jams would use. I don't think Spawn Side used this in a while. Just like that. Shadow walk. You mean this? Oh, yeah. That's always a thing. I mean, it's got good range. You can do it from this far away. Be like, ooh wee, and die. Pretty strong. But yeah, if you can learn to just do this, if you're like a pro, or just, you know, you can just dash 5k throw. Be very good. Because then you can, another good use of meter is something like this. And you come off that, stuff like that, but yeah. Yeah, just be careful, because if you're going to be doing a bunch of this, because eventually one of these might counter hit and you want to confirm with it. You know, I get counter hit and want to do it in the sweep. Just be careful, because you might accidentally get a 6k. I just learned to do stuff like this. It's a skill you're gonna have to learn, clearly. Also understand that you can't instantly throw while they're in block stun. You gotta like wait a second. You gotta wait briefly. Like this is me trying to do it immediately. Yeah? She's still in block stun, so I can't throw. But she's still in hit stun block stun. You can't throw for a few frames after they've been hit or after they've blocked. You gotta wait a second. But since your throw is like frame 0 startup, if they have not done anything to make themselves not throw invul, as soon as the invulnerability has gone away, they're just gonna throw. So it kind of bounces out. That's just something you want to practice in the future. Okay, so we try to talk about a lot. We haven't gone too long. So this blitz, I mean, you tried. It's gonna be hard to do that anyways. Axe kick. You did 2k 2d. That's good. I like that. And then you tried to cancel the puff pull. It's good, but you did the second puff pull. He gets counted because he's too slow, so you got lucky there. And then you bait it with the parry, which is cool. And you do this, which is also cool. You've done like a bunch of strangely cool things. Yeah, just block low against Venom until he does the mad struggle. First, that's fine. Oh. You probably tried to do command dash then you got jump S. Yeah. Also, Jam's air throw is really good. So, the jump H is very good, yeah. And the recovery is so quick, so you can do stuff off it. You can and the hitbox is very good. So you can air throw. So eventually you're gonna learn to air throw a lot as well. So air throw is pretty good. Air throw is good because of a jump H. Yeah, parry can be a bit hard. Don't think about parry too much right now. Maybe it's like a combo ender. If you really want to like get some combo going, like just go for damage. Do something like this. So there's this. Just get another going, you know. So it's first game. Also, don't be. Also, another thing is your movement's really good with jam. Like you got the fastest back walk and forward walk speed. Your forward dash is pretty good. It's pretty fast. It's not the fastest, but it's pretty good. Your air back dash and your air forward dash are very good, and your back dash is really good. So let's just say you're round side. You could do something like this very easily. Let's say their jam try to do this round side. You know. Do something like that. Like you could definitely do some stuff with your movement. So don't forget your backdash exists, because your backdash is quite good. On all your movements was very good. So you didn't air dash here, which is cool. This is cool. You just went over the ball and you got in. It's good. Very, very, very good. I mean, it wasn't instant air dash, but that doesn't matter. The fact that you did like a decently fast air dash like that is very good. Then you hit him. Unfortunately, you didn't do a heavy enough normal. A jump H might have been a bit better there to get you down on the ground, because then you could do like, you can make yourself a, you can then do like 5k into whatever you want to do, like 5k into walk up and do anything, you know. You can start your pressure right there and there from just getting a jump H. Yeah, so these puff balls, after the first puff ball, you really don't need to be doing anything, honestly. Another technique, remember how I said that backdash was good? You could do stuff like this. Because you're +1 after this, so you can do stuff like this. You know? Definitely bully a lot of people with stuff like that. No, it's not jump 6-6. I mean, that's one way to do it. It's, if you look at my motion, it's, so what you're trying to do is you're thinking about doing it like that. An instant air dash is up forward, back to neutral, and then 6. Up, forward. I might be a bit shittier on some sides, like I think I'm not always going forward. On this side. A little bit shittier on player 1.
Negative penalty.
You want to show him that? Okay. Right on the other side. like that. It's like a really advanced mix-up, that type thing, so you really don't need to worry about it for a while. Jump 6-6 is fine. It's just eventually you're gonna want to learn how to IAD because you can do stuff like this. Like you're very good at this. You're just very good at like getting in and taking your turn. You can also do stuff like this. Definitely want to do stuff like that. Okay. I don't want to take too much more time, so let's just kind of move along and explain certain things. So yeah, you did the overhead. Probably don't want to do that. That was an anti-air opportunity. You did a meaty puffball, which is fine. Honestly, you should be just trying to do like a 5k on their knockdown when you can. When you get a knockdown, just do like a 5k that's not too close to get thrown, but close enough that you can do stuff. Because yeah, that was a good knockdown. You did the axe kick. You try to get tricky, but I think being simple and just doing tick throws is the best you can do right now. You go a lot further with that. So yeah, that was an anti-air opportunity, so you gotta be careful with that. Unfortunately, a lot of your movement right now is just double jumping. Like there are a lot of times where he's just setting up. Like here, he's just setting up. So if you air dashed after this, maybe you could have caught him, but you just double jump. Here again, you probably could have air dashed and caught him. Okay, you get the jump to go. He hits the burst out, which is probably should have burst that, but it's fine. Some pressure going. Nice 6H, need to cancel it. Nice swift punch with the 2D though, it's cool. Was this an anti-air opportunity again? Yeah, so no, maybe that would be an air throw opportunity, but you're not at that level yet, so don't worry about it. He's a nice swift punch with the 2D. Yeah, so this is where he can kind of just kill you here. Jump 2K. If you air dash back in at him, like if you jump backwards and air dash back into him, you probably would have got something off that. Some cool stuff, but yeah. Now he's just doing mix-ups. He's doing damage. You do have a burst. I wouldn't have bursted that, honestly. I feel like you're gonna kind of lose this round and you not really have the potential to bring it back. Like unless you have like full meter and good confidence, you're probably not gonna bring it back. So I just kind of save your meter. You save your best meter for this round, where you could kind of use it. Yeah. So you're dashing at him. If you did like the command dash puffball, or just an idea here, you'd probably be getting over the top of him a lot better. Yeah, so you just dropped that. That hurts. Yeah, so you're just interrupting that. Like, just take your plus frames off the first one. Yeah, you're just getting slowly chipped down. This super's not going to work. And that's unfortunately the end. She uses some IAD combos, but not her main ones. I will say she doesn't need instant air dash, she just needs some form of forward movement, like forward movement in the air. That isn't just a forward jump, you know? Like a jump forward air dash. Needs stuff like that. And just jump forward backdash, air backdash, or jump back, you know. It doesn't need to be an instant air dash, it just needs to be an air dashing in the air. Is your main forward movement. So jumping around isn't going to be a good idea. So, literally, you don't need to do this yet. If you can't do this, you don't need to do it yet. You'll get it eventually with practice. But just do stuff like this. Or like that. Don't be afraid to do that. Like just jump forward, air dash. you can do stuff like this. You know?
Negative penalty.
Also, if you're going to be doing a, let's just say you want to just jump in normally, just do a dash and then jump like this, because it gets you more jumping momentum.
Negative penalty.
Compared to, you know, doing this, you're really far away, you're really slow. So try to dash like this. Alright. So any more questions, Metex? If not, I'll move on to Roy. That was an hour. I wanted to take half an hour to explain that, but I took an hour instead. Okay. Maybe not there. Move on to Roy, I guess. Let's see. So, do you want to do a match against Finray, yeah? Roy? No worries, Metex.
Venom versus Soul. Get ready to rock.
Oof, 10v10. I wouldn't mind a piece of that, but the review must come first. I'll just wait for Roy to respond. I might be bringing them back. I don't know. I'm just like kind of tired lately. Yeah. Okay. So the close slash IAD honestly isn't that. You don't have to stress yourself too much about it. Like, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to like instantly do it. You can really delay it. You actually have to delay it for lightweights. But you can kind of delay it a lot more than you think you do. I need to follow something. Yeah, and don't do that. Just do this. Keep it simple like that. But yeah, you definitely do have a bit more time than you think you do. The internet Ash. Like you can almost delay it. Like you can do it 1, 2, 3 and then IAD it. Or you can Definitely do some of it. It's not a tight link. It's a very not tight link. Like that's delayed like hell. I can do jump D. It's that slow. In fact, you have to. In fact, letting it be slow would help for stuff like this. When you get re-jump combos. Miss it. Anyways. Just look at your game. You want your game against Finray, yeah? Right? But did you want to reveal it, or did you want another one? I'm gonna assume you want it against Finray. I don't want it against Finray. It's a good match. Okay. So round start 2S is good. I don't think there's much Soul can do against 2S round start apart from Grand Viper. Weirdly. So 2S and that is fine. Honestly, I would do a 2S Stinger, I don't know. I guess it works. Maybe I do something like... Maybe do something like that, honestly. Or that, maybe if I thought they were going to affect me. Or Carcass. All these options aren't exactly bad. Just a round start 2S is fine. Honestly. I don't think there's much you can do against it. Okay, that's good. Every time you get a anti-air, if it's counter hit, it's always going to be counter hit. Then just try to go into 6H. Don't get like tricky. If you don't think it's going to be counter hit, then just something like that. You know? The way this works, it's a bit weird the way this works. So first of all, you can't do this. The only way you can do that is into 6p into that. Oops. You can't do this. Oops. Maybe you can. Alright, you can't do this. You can't do 6p into jump page. So you have to do something like that. But you can do something like this. You can do close slash. So the way I do it is something like that. Or I'm just doing a lot of this. And maybe sometimes it turns to stuff like this. Which is not what you want. Yeah, stuff like that. So if you know it's counter hit for now, just do this. Just do 6p, 6h if it's counter hit. But if it's not, if you don't think it's going to be counter hit, then just do stuff like that. Because the knockdown is important.
Which combo?
So you can't do this without counter hit. This doesn't combo. You'll just tech out. You can do this without counter hit. You can also do this without counter hit. You can't do this without counter hit. It just don't work. If you're talking about the tricky, the big advanced combo, which is why it screws up. So just, it's perfectly fine. And if you think it's a bit harder. It's a bit harder for them that a lot of times they're gonna black beat because they think they don't know the tech out in time. So you'll be kind of fine until they catch on. But yeah, 6v6H is generally your more counter hit punish. Oh no, yeah, you can do it with counter. Obviously. If you can do something without counter, you can probably do it with counter. Quite easily. In fact, you could just do this. If you wanted to. Just if you're doing this, it's probably because you don't know if it's going to be counter or not. So it's the way I do it. Okay, so you got balls going. Just reset. Yep. Tiki, yep. Jump cancel that. Get balls set. It's fine. My preference for balls, honestly, I'd like to just do this. Because I can do stuff like this. I can do stuff like this. You can also do stuff like this. That's pretty good for covering the screen. So formations like that. Yeah, I just if I got time to set a ball, I just do stuff like that. Or maybe I'll do something like this. I can also do stuff like this. Maybe I want to like that. Another formation I like to do is this. It's a very good formation. Because they can't do it this at all. So if they try to go over it, I'm probably going to go underneath them. And if I go underneath them, I can do some tricky stuff. Yeah. Oh, hello, Democleo. I'll try to fit in your match. I'll try to fit in your review then, Democleo, after this. I'll try not to spend too long on this. On Roy's one. Oops. Okay. That's expansion of ball summons. You're doing fine blocking wise. What was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, if he's doing gunflame, then just do stuff like this. You can just because you can kill projectiles. You can kill a lot of projectiles with that, and then get your own ball out. Instead of having to do stuff like this, it's just stuff like that. Don't try to overuse it. over abuse it because you could IAD after it or something, but yeah, just know that you can actually have a ball on. You can kill their fireball and have a ball in front of you, or wherever you want it to be, like behind you or in front of them. Like you could do stuff like this. There's like tricky stuff you can do where maybe they wanted to gunplay, so you do that, and then do stuff like that. What stuff you can do. This is good. This is good. What you're doing here. Okay. In this situation here, so yeah, you hit the ball there. It's fine. Honestly, as soon as you hit that ball into there, I probably would have teleported that. I love to teleport with Venom a lot, so I probably would have teleported that ball and air thrown him. But in this situation, after you've done a shot like that, I would probably be patient and wait to see if he air dashes at you. Like, I guess it's Soul because it's really easy for Soul to IAD jump H at you. I'd just be patient every time I summon a ball or hit a ball, because he could probably just try to suicide in to stop me from setting a ball, hitting another ball, something like that. See it. Stop going. Nice. You follow that up. Probably could have caught on with that. I don't like to go... Every time I do stuff like Carcass Raid, I usually don't like to go... straight. Yeah. I don't like to... I'm not a fan of 5k. Dashing up 5k. I think because this is faster. And honestly, what you want to do is you just want to get into close dash range. This is a bit too slow. A bit too far. I don't really like that. Most of the time they won't do it. If you're gonna make, well, maybe you can do something like this. Missing it up, but yeah, because this is 7 frames, this is 5 frames, so you can just, you know. You can chase. You can basically combo off it a lot better with 2K. All right. Carcass. So yeah, you know, all this is fine. I probably wouldn't. Another thing is, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't be like. I wouldn't do this. 2P is very slow, whereas 5P is a lot faster and it's got more range. So if you're gonna do stuff like this, just tap it like that. A little better do that. Yeah, so he just kind of jab. If he's gonna jab you out of the pressure like that, that's when you can do something like a charged. That's where you can do like a counter Carcass Raid, or maybe like a delayed 2D. You know, or you can do stuff like QV. Okay, so he's kind of over you. You should try to confirm it or knockdown. Like if I get something like this, like we're in this situation, like we're kind of standing still. So he's with the gunflame. So you go 2S 2H. You can actually go into 2D after this, but you go into Carcass. You could do something like this. And you get a knockdown off that, which is what you want. Like, you really want to knock down with this character. But maybe you could have thrown that. Nice. Whenever I get a knockdown, there's two things that I try to like to do. If I'm a bit further away, let's say I'm further away like this, I'll do stuff like this. This is my preferred one. If I'm a bit further away, I might be able to jump out. I do stuff like that, like the K, the 5K instead, because it gets a bit faster and locks them down. Or I could do stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just kind of like going on a bit of tangent there, but yeah, definitely do stuff like that. Nice jump back, jump bait. So you're gonna punish him for this. So the punish off that, he's gonna be crouching here. So if he's say he's done that. The optimal punish should be something like that, you know? Fucking blade of it. Tired. Wow, I'm actually tired. That's optimal, but you could also do something like simple like this. There's definitely some stuff you could do there. Because he's after every same with DP. If he DPs, he's gonna be crouching. Oh yeah, kind of to interrupt. Yeah, so this formation isn't... I wouldn't really do this formation, honestly. PK is more like a zoning formation, more than... Or you can also set it up with a P-wall, but you're not going to have enough time to actually do anything with this. Yeah, so you could actually interrupt you with that, honestly, if you wanted to, like with a DP. Nice RC. That should have been a P QV, because then you could have done a combo after that, or you could have done a KQV actually in the corner. The corner. Something like that. Yeah. Unfortunate. Right. Okay, that was good. You got some block string going there. Yeah, I like the fact, yeah, so once again, I like the fact you RC'd it. You YRC'd that because you wanted a carcass YRC. I mean a stinger YRC. I think you're a bit too gung-ho with that though. Because this is you need red RC for this, yeah? You need red RC for that. So what I like to do is I like to do stuff like this. Or if you really want a stinger YRC, you do like the S stinger. hard though. Yeah, it turns to PRC. So yeah, I just like to do stuff like this. I charge it up to level 2 real quick and then I let it loose with the YIC. It's really hard for them to interrupt it and you get more blocks done, more pressure, it's good stuff like that. It's really good, in my opinion. Yes, good QV. I'm going to try to speed up a little bit more. This is a long set. So open here. Okay, so if you do 6p round start, you can do 6p S P ball or something, or just any sort of ball. Or if you know it's going to be counter hit because you're trying to do 6p probably got to counter, you can do 6p 6H, and they'll probably catch and they'll get you a knockdown. Like, don't be afraid if you're a neutral. Don't be afraid to do stuff like this. These all work. Like, just say you're dashing up and you want to get a knockdown. Because you can do this. It's cool. This is a little bit safer, honestly, but you can also do stuff like that. Just don't be afraid. Okay, so he catches you there, and you can actually confirm with that. This rewind feature, annoying. You're chasing after the people. I feel like you're not chasing after you shouldn't be going in the air to chase after the people, considering your air. So when you do a P-ball, yeah, when you shoot a ball across the ground that he has to deal with, you going into the air makes it. You going in the air where you don't have the best anti-air options compared to the ground. When he's obviously going to have to either deal with the ball or go into the air, makes being in the air not as good. So you should honestly be trying to, if you shoot a P-ball, you just follow behind it. And if they jump over it and they try to go in on you, you can 6P it. Or maybe you can cross under and do something. But there's a lot more you can do than you should be doing. You shouldn't really be going in the air after chasing a P-ball down. Because your anti-air option is a lot better on the ground. Yeah, so cool. That sucks. You almost got a combo with that. Okay. Yep. So that's good. That's good. It's also a little bit risky because he didn't exactly. He could have delayed the banner bringer a little bit longer and just done like a normal kind of burst bait combo. Could have probably waited for the banner bringer to happen just so you can actually confirm you've been hit and then burst it. So yeah, you got the balls. If you did a jump page, then you probably would have worked. So he does do mix up after it. Okay, you try to jump. Honestly, the only thing you can do against that, against Revolver, there's two things you can do. So, yeah, count it. You can do that. You can 6p it, or you can do something like that. Be instant block it, and you take your turn back or something like that because of the distance that was at. Also, you need to be doing it in the air, like. Compared to top here, just up here with you blocking and then. Yeah. We're gonna gotta stand up to block that. What happened here? If you press fast slash there, that might have worked, but you press 2S and we've punished it. Which is, yeah, just footsies at this point. Yeah, so he just whiff punished your 2S with dashing up. Honestly, you should have just tried to fast slash at that range maybe, or delayed your 2S for when he dashes in with something like this. But you gotta be careful. So yeah, burst, got balls. Yeah, if you did the jump H all the way down, that might have caught him. It's fine. He does a safe jump here. No, he does a Oki. And I think he manages. He's still kind of safe there. Yeah, jump here, get to it. Nice. I think you try to do carcass there and just get punished. Whoop. So you're out of the corner now. Nice. Just keep him back. You gotta be super careful with carcasses. I mean, stingers right now because he's just dying to jump over them. Yeah, and you 6B. You gotta be really careful with 6B because he can go underneath. He can like just dash under a lot of stuff and then sweep, like very easily. Like dash 2Ds is going to be a very common thing, so you can be really careful with your stuff like that. Guess what's going on here? So that Stinger's going to get punished, yeah. You don't have YC. Honestly, you should be just trying to set balls or be much for like, because if he's already dashing, like look at this. Yep, so you poke him away. You jump backwards, and now he's already dashing. So as soon as the stinger goes out, and it's also an H stinger, it's gonna counter hit. Yeah. Try to stinger again. Probably should have tried to press the button instead of stinger there. Yeah, too close. You missed the meaty for starters. Like you should have just done like a P ball, like dash up close P ball some and hit the P ball and made that a meaty. Yeah. Try to 2S there, but you revolve it over it. You gotta be careful with that. Stuff like this, if he's doing IAD stuff like this, then honestly what you do is you just duck it. Let's just say you're in the corner. Yeah, so if he's doing stuff like this, he just whips to duck it. It's a bit hard to anti-air with 6B because he goes behind you. You can also stuff like this. Yeah. Easy, bit easier than block, but yeah. Just if you get maybe just crouch blocking, that would be like a much better answer, honestly. And let him with the jump S. If he does a jump H, it's a bit of a different story. It's hard to deal with. Nice use of 50 just to get him out. Okay, burst that, which is fine. You'll take that. Nice use of jump page. You probably were in a good enough position to close S after that carcass raid. I mean, mad struggle. Yeah, you could have close slash after this, done the combo. Careful. Okay, so there's gonna be punish. You need a close slash punish that. Close slash 5H Q PQV. Fafnir. Yep. Nice, interrupting. You should have used 2K though instead of 2P. 2P is way too slow. 2P and 5K are way too slow. You need to be using like 5P or 2K. Okay, you guys over the top burst. The only thing I could recommend is you after that burst is you could have jumped up to try to throw his tech, or you could have 6P'd him on the way down as he teched. Both are kind of risky though. Because you can maybe go through both. Oh, that's going to count it, yeah. So you jumped. I don't know if... I think what you maybe try to do here was you try to carcass. Like you probably did the stinger, maybe you wanted a carcass here. Like, yeah, S carcass, and you actually got like jump S and you get punished for it. You didn't know an OTGC survived. Nice. You did the full combo, you really need a knockdown off tap it to get in there. Honestly, when you do something like this, like if you do something like this where you're not holding a direction, you do jump H like that, then you can do fire S into 2S, and you probably have enough time for a charge to do something here. Careful. Get the ball out. Yeah, if you did 5p there, you probably would have caught the ball. Just unfortunately, you backdash into a Grand Viper. So yep, 2p Stinger, nice. On you really need to be doing Oki off that. You can't do a 2-ball summon after a 2D or 6H. Literally just get the knockdown. And then do your Oki like that. That might whiff sometimes. So just some of that. The third hit might whiff for the launches here, someone's just gotta be careful. What happened here? Yeah. So you just try to jump to hit the ball and just DP'd you. Because you didn't really make it any form of DP safe. So you're hitting balls a bunch. I think that should have been a jump D, honestly. The jump H is more of like an aggressive covering of the angle, but jump D just covers like a lot. It covers up and then down, then up and then down again. It's really good. I think poking with 2H when he's not after his whiff something isn't the best. I think 2K into 2S is a lot better. Like 2H sure has a bit more range, but 2K to 2S or just 2S is a lot better just for like poking out of block strings. Careful with the 2D. Even poke with 2D afterwards is fine. After that mad struggle, he probably should have gone for a straight into a 2D as a knockdown instead of S Stinger or just 2S Stinger. So you really need the knockdown. Yep, you got the combo off that. You burst it, it's fine. Careful with these Stingers, you really need to YRC these to be safe at that range. Because it's really easy to die because of Stinger. You really want the Stinger to hit, honestly. That's the main point. Stinger's really fast, so and you really want it to hit. If it doesn't hit, then it's a real big problem. Yeah, if that doesn't hit, you're in a real big trouble. Because you could have probably like dashed in and done like a 6p counter or something, or a 6H. Just a little bit faster. Tick throw. Yeah, okay, so you got the burst out. Maybe you can take that without bursting, because you could really use your burst next round, but you get the burst out of you, which is a small win for him. So you got pressure, good. You got the jump, you got the accidental 5H. Happens to the best of us, happened to me a lot as well. Speed, nice backdash. Yeah, should probably just be patient and try not to pick with Fire S if you can help it. You Stingered. Oh, hit by Fafnir. Nice tech forward and jump H. Once again, you do a 2-ball summon, you can't do that. You need to be doing, if you're gonna do a 2-ball summon, you gotta do S and then P, and then tap both, so that they're meaty. But if you're gonna do some sort of Oki like this, it needs to be like a cable, and then the cable needs to do something. I think that was you tried to do a Stinger there. That felt like you tried to do a Stinger there, and you didn't get it. Yeah, you tried to do a Stinger and you got 6H. Gotta be careful with that. Go to H Singer. Some B's there, and he gets you low. Oh no. Block the Vafnir. The risky, because you didn't instant block that, he probably could have punished you for trying to do something off the Vafnir. So be careful. If you didn't dash deep enough before you hit that ball. And you didn't time it properly either. Get to the K ball, and then you should have started going by now already. Yes, that would have been a lot, but that would have been blitz safe and a little bit better. At least you're out of the corner. You're probably going to want to do a stinger. Oh god, you almost with 2H into Gunflame. Be really careful, because it's very easy to whiff button into a Gunflame and just get killed. Stinger, why I say it's good, just to slow down time. Careful with these 2S's, that's why I like 6 speed a bit better to interrupt. I would have just done 2K 2D, get the knockdown there. Get the corner, that's good. Maybe poke with the Fire S there into a P-ball summon. Especially up to with that Fire S. Since you, because like here. Like your IID over the top, that's cool. So he dashes forward, he whiffs that Fire S. As soon as he whiffs that Fire S, I would immediately have pressed Fire S myself. And then gotten a ball off it. Even if you blocked it, that's fine. Doesn't matter if you hit or block the Fire S. I just get a safe ball out. At this range is what I need. Or I could do Fire S into PQV if I'm close enough. And at a good distance. So I can do stuff off it. Risky burst. That burst, like Toa burst like that, you gotta be careful because now you don't have burst. So if he wins this round, yeah, which he does. So now you don't have any burst. You're doing a lot of stingers without YRC, which is dangerous. Yeah, careful with these. Your 2S is too far to get stuff with that. Okay, careful with these. I think you're using 2H a bit too much. 2H is okay and all, but it's not like Fire S or 2S or 6P or anything like that. Nice. Get tagged here. They're gonna put a blender. Get knocked down. Oh, okay. I would have immediately thrown him back in the corner as soon as I say that. So get some block string going. I haven't really seen you go for tick throws. Like, Venom's like a pseudo grapper in a way, because you can do stuff like this, where you can just, do stuff like that. Like, it's easy frame advantage for the people. Or you could do, look at that. I think it's better with 2K. Yeah, try to work some throws in there. Because being patient, too patient. Especially if P-balls. Like, let's just say you get one of these and you blocked one of them. Stuff like that. If we do stuff like that. Something you want to work into eventually. Because then I also like mix it up by doing stuff like, it's like, I'm gonna throw after 2K, but no, I'm gonna frame trap you with that close slash, so stuff like that. Or maybe, I don't know, stuff like this. Probably don't do this. Stuff like that. back with some mini frame traps. He's not the best frame trap character, but it's there. Okay, yeah, so I would have thrown it back to the corner after that. Try to summon a ball every time you get him to block something like that, especially if you don't have a ball out. Nice, he's gonna burst that. It's a given. Stinger into YSC, yeah, so he could have punished you a lot better than that. I mean, he's punishing you better now. Darcy. He messes up, get the knockdown. Okay, so that's something. It's a bit, because he teleported, it's a bit awkward, but it's something. Jump back. Nice stinger. Nice stinger again. You really need to be YSCing these a little bit though. Oof, yeah, he maybe could have killed you off that. Oof, he actually could usually wild throws after that. Got a bit lucky. He's gonna OTG. No, he just makes him block and he's just gonna die slowly. Yep, so yeah, good block. Pressure there. Get a carcass in there. So that was pretty. You have decent pressure. I mean, it's not like you don't get like the best carcass raids off like close to hits a close slash and all that stuff, but you still get carcass raids and you're able to reset pressure. It's pretty good. Just work in some more pressure resets, some better mad struggle confirms, some knockdown, and all that, and then polish up your OK a bit more. Get some anti-airs going, following balls properly. I've kind of covered a lot of what. Yeah, I would have thrown that immediately. Like this is what I was saying, where like it's kind of annoying to deal with souls IADing jump S at you. Yeah, do that. You summon a ball from that immediately. You really need a ball out. You didn't. This ball's too late. You go underneath this ball though. You go underneath this jump S though. As soon as he does that, you just throw him as soon as he lands. Okay, that's risky interruption. You didn't instant block that. He really should have been able to blow you up for that. Nice knockdown. Once again, 2 ball summon. Don't do that. Try to stinger. To B. Okay, so that was an okay QV. So there's good stuff going on here. You gain some damage. Oh, if you block that, you'd have been fine. You'd be in a good position. Oh yeah, I'm immediately looking for him as soon as to start jumping. He'll start getting desperate. So when I saw this, as soon as you jump back like this to get away from you, he's either gonna land and maybe try to do something tricky, or he's gonna immediately air dash at you. Like there's only one option I'm thinking of here when he jumps back like that, which is he gonna air dash into me? So that's where you gotta be like ready to 6 PM for the counter hit, usually, or maybe just like a normal knockdown. Okay, you're a bit too close there. You gotta push yourself out a bit more so the PQV's a bit better frame advantage. It's harder for him to punish you, just so you can do stuff. Gold burst. Okay. Okay, so that kind of worked out because you went underneath him, which is good. You don't have your burst though, so this round's gonna be a little bit dangerous for you because you could just die. Yeah, he gets the knockdown. Nice tech jump H. Again, you need to be summoning balls. Yeah, like here. Like if you're not going to go into 2D or anything, you did 2S. You should be trying to do 2S ball summon or something. You really need balls here. Good way. Dangerous stinger, but it works out. Wild throw. Yeah, so you can't burst this. He's probably going to do another one. No, just frame traps you. This is where patience and just FDing him out a bit doesn't hurt. And then reacting to him trying to... Because when you FD, that FD is extra block stun, yeah? Which means he's got to wait 2 extra frames before he can throw you. So you can notice those extra frames. Like, it helps to notice when he's, like, waiting a bit longer just for the throw. So you're able to, like, jump away or something. So it's a bit helpful. Plus, also being pushed back means he's got to go a bit further to get towards you for the throw. Dangerous carcass raid, but it works out. Once again, you did the wrong ball summon. Yeah, Yeah, you did the 2D after it though, which is kind of cool. So yeah, 6B6H is fine. Because you get a ball out after that. It's decent blocks done. Nice. People? Yep. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he can mash out after that. You do get a ball out, but you miss it. Oh yeah, you did the wrong. You might struggle. Just punish you for that. Yeah, 6H. Yeah, gotta be careful. Your extended buttons can get easily tagged by gunflame. You gotta be really careful. Yeah, you need to start dealing with his air dashes like this now. He's not doing instant. If he's doing instant air dashes, I can understand a bit more. But he's just doing jump back and then air dash like this. You need to be being a bit more active because it's kind of important that you keep him out, and you kind of threaten your 6P. You gotta be practicing that. I would have, as soon as I saw this, even if it was a missed input, I would have 6P'd that. Like, yeah, this happens, then he's like, alright, revolver. Then he tries to IAD after it, but he misses the input. You trust jump immediately. Which means if he did the actual jump H, he'd probably lock you down again. Instead, you should be looking for when he jumps and trying to instant block or duck under it or 6PM or something if he jumps weirdly. Nice knockdown. Ball, okay. That could have been a 2D into knockdown into better Oki, all that, but well, nice. You got the S ball, S ball people, but he does the Grand Viper, which is unfortunate. Wild throw. Oof, nice tech forward jump H. Tech forward throw. You're messing up your Oki a little bit though. There, nice teleport. Yeah, once again, that should be anti-head. Nice block string. Could have been a little bit better though. Like you could have got a ball summon out of that. A ball, just having balls on the screen is important. You don't need to like summon a ball and hit a ball. If you can just summon a ball and have a ball and they're going to try to deal with it, like they could immediately try to chase you down and then you just hit them with a good button. Or they could IAD at you and you hit them with the anti-air, or they didn't do anything and you can just set the ball out. They're gonna be like threatened because there is a ball there now and they're gonna do something about it before you hit it. Nice. Could have probably got a ball summon out of that and then done some Oki. Nice. So that would have been a good confirm for you to do something like that. Yeah, because he messes up here. You do 2D, it doesn't actually get a full knockdown though. It's a bit unlucky. Okay. So this should just be a combo. He's gonna burst. I don't think you know there's some burst safe routes with throw into the corner that you can do, but I just think you just need to, just deal with this. Just get a combo, because he's got the burst out now. Ooh, that doesn't kill you. Bit dangerous though. I really feel like you could have used that meter though. Waking up with that is a bit dangerous. Oh, you gotta survive this. Yeah, just Grand Viper's under. He can actually RC this to kill you, he doesn't know. Yeah, it just dashes in. Unfortunately, we're slow on the draw there. If you press fast dash or 2S, you're probably gonna beat him, but it'll be too slow on the draw there. So well. Alright. Yeah, gotta be careful with whiffing 2D. The thing is, if the first hit of 2D hits, either block or on hit, then even if the second one whiffs, you can cancel it. I'll just show you an example. It's the same with a lot of buttons. Like for example, like this. Let me just show you. Multi-hidden buttons. As long as the first one hits, then the rest, even if they whiff, you'll be able to cancel off them. So watch this. So it's gonna whiff. The second one's gonna whiff. I can still cancel it. If they both whiffed, I can't cancel. You can't keep yourself safe. And the same thing with this. They're crouching. me doing this. See how if this whole you can't the close touch isn't gonna whiff, unfortunately, so I can't prove it. But if the third hit whiffs, you can, you know, I can still cancel it into carcass or anything. See, it's whiffed. So I can still cancel into specials. It is, but it's still tight enough where it's gonna trade at best for them. Sometimes that could be all you need. It's a trade. But honestly, you should be getting some charge. Like if this happens where you don't have, like you can still do it kind of early, like, you know. It's still kind of tight. Where'd my music go? But yeah, they can drop it. Same with this one. Like it's slightly slower, but it's probably gonna catch them if they try to do anything, you know. Alright, do you have any questions, Roy? For anything I've said? If Dema's here, I can do VOD for him. If he's here. Alright, no worries. Thanks for watching, Roy. Okay, let's go watch demo. Best of all, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be like 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. You there, Demo? If you are there any like start off questions you wanna ask me, or you want me to like look out for in the review or anything?
Get ready to rock.
Okay, do you have any other fighting game experience? Was it all Guilty Gear? Alright. So I'm not too familiar with Skullgirls, so I can't make too many comparisons, but you have fighting game experience, so I'll go through the review and I'll try to give you an idea of what, you know, of my advice and all that. Okay, so let's start. So 2S route start, that's fine. Do the jump back S fireball, which is also fine. Alright, so this is the first thing that I noticed you were doing, which is not good. So Kai isn't exactly the best at air dashing forward, yeah? With normals. Like if I do this on a Kai here, like here. Let me jump after this. It's gonna throw it every time, even on normal block. Actually, maybe not on normal block this time. Still. He's just gonna get poked, you know? So that's the first thing, which is a problem. Honestly, Kai doesn't have the best way to get down it, like, because this whiffs, so you can't just do this. You can do stuff like this, you know? Like, it's a lot better at, like, jumping forward with jump H like this. Or doing, like, a delayed air dash like that. You know, like this. But yeah, definitely not. You can't do this. Just not gonna work. Maybe do something like this. Yeah. So generally, most of the time you want to be dash jumping like this. Like, because your jump H is really good. It's really good defensively, like this. So you can dash forward like this, and it's kind of annoying to deal with. You know? So dash jumping is a lot better for you on Kai. Because you don't really have a safe way to IAD at someone and get them down.
Negative penalty.
You can already do something like this, maybe. Even then. Yeah, so just try to avoid doing that IAD jump page. If you really want to move onto someone, you should be doing a mini dash jump like this. So basically, a mini dash and a jump, and you're gonna have just as much distance. You know, or you could do like a delayed air dash like that. But definitely don't do stuff like this. That's way too high. You just gotta lose your turn. It's gonna be too easy to punish. And you'll be doing it like, kind of low. That's my first piece of advice for that.
Continue.
Fireball, it's fine. So fireball's going. Fireball wall. So you guys weren't exactly playing the most optimal Kai, because if you really want to play a fireball wall, you'd probably do stuff like this. You know? Or stuff like this. Maybe not that. Like, sure, you could do stuff like this. But if you're playing, like, from further away, you could definitely do stuff like this and get them knocked down. All that good jazz.
Okay.
Block string. Nice count hit. If you get a count hit like this, then you should be picking it up like this. If you get a count hit like this, you can't really do much. You can do that. But there's not going to be enough non-tech time. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Your close slash is definitely one of your best buttons in terms of catching things. Like just picking up things. Same with stuff like this. It's very good for that. Yeah, so you go out of the corner, which is fine. You did a jump edge lay back as well, just in case you chase from school. Careful with the 5. I'm surprised that 5 would have flashed. If you try to do a 5 here, you get a vapor thrust. It's a little combo. Unlucky. So that air dash jump H was a bit low, which is not bad, but still maybe a bit too high. Yeah, I think you need to lay that jump H a bit more, so it's a bit lower. Maybe you get some more frame advantage, you can do stuff a little bit safer. That's dangerous as well, don't go into charged fireball. Like maybe you can get away with it with YSC. But if you're gonna do something like this, just do that. Could do something like this, maybe? Okay. There are definitely things like this. Maybe not of everything. Yeah, because you got to delay your fireball a little bit to get YSC. Yeah, be careful with the autopilot. If you really want to combo, if you really want to be safer, you can do stuff like this. Because you're thinking of doing this every time you get a knockdown, which is cool and all, but you can also do this. And the thing is, it's safe on block. So if you really want to be safe, just do that. Oops. I mean, as long as you're close enough, it is kind of safe. This is a little bit harder with punish. Oh, careful with that 6H. Also, he traded that white. He probably could have easily with punish that, but he decided not to. You probably go 6-speed this. I'll show you. See it, you go through. So this, you probably go to 6-speed that. 6-speed, don't know if you can 2H after that. Yeah, you can do that. You could actually 6-speed this, honestly. I don't know if your 6-speed goes in 2H. It does, okay. So you could definitely have done that and then, you know, done a combo. So if you did something like this. You can definitely do stuff like that. So I think you did this. That's a decently accurate representation of what happened. And what you could have done. You definitely had enough time to anti that. Yeah. Definitely could anti that. Careful, yeah, so he should have been... He should have just done fast slash stun dipper to kill you, to get a knockdown there. After that trade. After that jump H. And when you landed, he did a jump H like that, you probably could have chased him down with an air throw if you were a little bit better. If you had, I don't know how your air throwing is, but you probably could have chased him down with an air throw. Or you could have just like done like a 2H to catch him on the way down. Nice, that's dangerous. So yeah, see, he punches you, take his turn back, and he gets a knockdown off it. That burst, probably you didn't need a burst there, honestly. I feel like he just got pressure, he didn't even get a knockdown. You could have just FD'd him out. And yeah. So in this situation, when you do a charge sun edge like this, so you best about you do charge sun edge, you should just be on the ground. I think it trades out both, but you IID'd him and then you both do jump edge and he just wins out. So unlucky. Go for this, that. Yeah, so you stun sun edge and he's keeping you locked down. Doing a good job of keeping you locked down. Nice IAD there, but once again it's a bit too early. Yep, so you actually could have done 5k 2D there. I think that was low enough that you could have actually got a combo. Yep, so close slash combo after that. I think you know that already. Careful, he could have actually done stun dipper to catch you there. Oof. You 6H in the stun dipper, you just stun dip it under you. It's unlucky. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Just pressing buttons at this point. I think you just need to be patient on your way down. Like, you're just kind of mashing. You're mashing here. You're trying to come down with a button here. It kind of works. You whiff a 6H. Try not to whiff 6H in neutral. If you're going to poke with a button, you use like fast slash or 2S. You shouldn't be pressing the H button in neutral, honestly. I don't think 5H isn't that good. You can use 2H. 2H is good, but just stick to Fire S and 2S. Honestly, in neutral. And 2D. 2D is not that bad in neutral. Still doesn't have the best range, but it's there. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's one thing I would worry about with the Fireball War, is he can just stun dipper you from far range, and if it's a counter, he's just gonna get a combo off it and knock down. Now I think you just greed serve it waking up. So you kind of just got smashed for that. Yeah, big hits. You're just patient, careful with that. Yeah, that 2 HG is behind you. It's unfortunate. What happened now? Nice. 2D, then you did that. Charge Sun Edge. Honestly, you should not jump here. You should just kind of dash up, maybe try to bait something, but you can't safe jump this at all. So he just DPs you. Attack 5H. Got around it. You need to be when you jump back like this, you need to be using jump H. Yeah, so this happened. Da 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 da. So you jump back. You need to be using jump H instead of doing a fireball. Honestly, fireball's cool and all, but he just kind of chases you down and interrupts you. I think a jump H would be safer. Charge Sun Edge, you kind of get away with that. Nice interrupt, nice 2D. Yeah, and you go into charge Sun Edge, it's good. I would jump H might have just given him his turn back, even though you got him locked down. Like you got him locked down here, so all you do is you just dash up and you take your turn here. I mean, you got him for low because you didn't expect the. Usually, you don't. Kai doesn't have a second high after that, but yeah, you got him with the low there, which is kind of okay. I don't know if you know about your block string pressure though. I'll quickly explain like some good block string stuff. So he's got the 5k and the close slash. His close slash is a really good frame jump buff. Yeah, it's plus. Don't really tick throw, especially off 5k. Probably not like that. Got a lot of good tick throws. Got a lot of situations where you can just restart pressure like this. Yeah, also remember you can do stuff like 6k, do something like this. Like you get a lot of options. Also don't forget you got like pressure, like you got like a soul pressure block which is stuff like this. So even if it gets whiffed, it's still better than just whipping this. It's very slow. So make it a bit harder to punish it. So you can do stuff like 5k into 6 Sage. You have a big frame advantage of 6 Sage, so you can dash up and just stop the frame trap. You can just like that. You can also just do stuff like this. You get for tip throw. Frame trap. So you can definitely have a lot of stuff. Also don't forget you got stuff like this. You can definitely jump cancel. What else? Another trick that I know Black Queen uses. He does stuff like this. This is very good. It's a YC. So yeah,
There's a lot of tricks you can do with that.
sending your pressure, your block string. So don't be afraid to just do a little block string stuff like that. Kind of giving you a lot of examples. Lock down. Sorry, I've had a little bit of a long day, so we're not too descriptive or informative on that. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. You're present while jump page. You get the 2H, it's cool. Don't really get a knockdown off it. You probably should have just done a delayed jump or something, or just jumped anyways to try to follow up after it or something, because I don't know if it would have been countered or not. So you got the 6H. Remember that the 6H is like plus 12 on block. So you can, instead of doing a fireball here, you should just dash up and continue pressure. Same with 6K. Yeah, so you can definitely be taking, you can continue, as soon as they block 6K or 6H, you can definitely like do like a macro dash close slash or like a macro dash 5K to reset block of string pressure a bit more. Or you can do like, hell, if you feel like they're going to be really aggressive, you can just do stuff like this. Easy way in. Same with this. Maybe not that range. 6K probably, if 6K hits, it's probably close enough for you to do stuff. So just some ideas of stuff you can do. Oh, good. Yep, that was supposed to be a fireball. So you don't get entirely punched for it. Yeah, and then you throw a fireball, it just flips to this point. If you're throwing a fireball that close without any like block string pressure, like you should have probably done on like a micro dash fast slash or something, or just chilled for a second to see what he did, because he just kind of jumps and now he's gonna maul you. Yep. So this is a punish. You should definitely try to punish that, because I could tell that was too close. Like you need to just be able to tell when it's too close. And he doesn't RC it. He doesn't have the ability to red RC it anyways. It doesn't have enough meter. Yeah, he's a bit too far. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, this is what happens. You do an ID jump page, but you're too high, so he can just take his turn. He just does a close slash count hit. He could do 3H after this, but he just does this stuff.
He could have gone like a lot of meterless damage on you and probably killed you.
Okay, so you're going with a 2K, and then he's going to greet over. It's kind of funny. When he blocks this, not this, so you do a charge stun edge, and then you follow up after it. You bring him back down on the ground with the jump edge, which is good in this situation, because now the fireball is going to cover you, and he's blocking the fireball. So what I would do is I'd follow up that fireball and then pressure him as soon as he lands, because he's got to take all that fireball because you kept him there. Just, yeah, you trade that. Yeah. Oh, that's dangerous. He could have probably thrown you or close slashed you right there. Still too high. 2K into greet server on the unblockable. You don't have the combo there. Oh, it's keeping you locked down. Kai 2H is very good against Kai jump H, so you gotta be careful. You're just slowly working his way in. Oh, dangerous. He could have thrown you there. He didn't throw you. Yeah, just jab. He could have thrown you there again. A lot of the throwing could have been happening there. Unfortunately, like a lot of this can just be like fundamentals, like you did a fireball here and he dashed forward because you just weren't patient. Like, I think that's the only thing I can say is like you gotta be a little bit patient because it's very easy to just. I mean, maybe not a Kai vs Kai matchup because he can't exactly air dash over the top, but he can stun dip underneath quite easily, and he can get a counter hit and he can really hurt you. Like he can get a knockdown and he can get some good damage off it and all that. So just wildly throwing fireballs on Kai vs Kai isn't the best thing. You just gotta be kind of careful because he was stun dipping a lot more than you were. The fireball was like this. Like you throw this. Okay, next round. Fireballs. Gotta be careful with that. Yeah. So you do the jump essence in that time instead, which is I guess is okay, but it's a little bit dangerous. So it's 2D, it's fine. Fireballs back. He could actually, if he was patient and he knew you're gonna fireball, he could just stun dip it onto you because you didn't block string the fireball. So just be careful. Yeah, just be careful. They're just going over the top of each other. You almost caught him. You probably should have just tried to keep on top of him. As soon as you made him tech, like that, just dash under a little bit and try to catch him with a 2H maybe on the way down. Because he's got to either tech in you or he's going to stay up in the air and you'll be able to have complete control over him. Because your 2H is a lot better than Kai jump H. He did an accidental DP. There we go, yep. Missing for DB. Nice sweep. Oh god, dangerous doing all this stuff. Get a block. You try to throw there, I think you're a little bit too fast if you're trying to throw there. Oh, you didn't really need to do that. You actually probably could have whip punished him here. Yeah, you do this and then you get him out of range and you YSC and then this whiffs. If you were just patient, yeah, if you were just patient, or as soon as you YSC you throw him poke or something, you probably could like whip punish him with fast slash stun dipper, you know? At that range especially. Oh. Yeah, so he just throws you back in the corner because you whiffed that. You get a gold burst there, which is, you get lucky there. I wouldn't, I don't know, doing a charge stun, I wouldn't do a charge stunnage here. Or if first of all, it needs to be a YSC. Like this needed to be a YSC charge stunnage, so. I'm surprised he got knocked down though. No, he should have just gone, should have dashed up and then done like a charge stunnage a little bit closer instead of us seeing that. Anyways, so you got him locked down. Your pressure was very short though, so you didn't get much off that, unfortunately, which is not good. This wasn't real. If anything, as soon as he does stuff like this, like as soon as he dashes in like here, and then does that, and then does the charge stunnage, you just immediately stun dipper him. And even if he YSCs to be safe, you can red RC it or something to keep yourself safe quite easily. So stuff like that shouldn't be happening. Like when you have 50 meter, when Kai's 50 meter, he's very dangerous because of stun dipper, red RC. Oh yeah, he could have probably punched you there. All of the knockdowns missed by both of you. He's not going into stun dipper at the range. Nice super. Okay, a bit too slow on the charge fireball. Nice air throw. Very, very cool. Oof, interrupted though. Gotta be careful with the greats. Like you have control here. I mean, this stuff's happening. He should have done a charge fireball here, honestly, but you wake up super so you beat out whatever he's doing. Yeah, so this is 5k 2D, then you do a charge fireball, you're a bit too slow, so he jumps back, jumps forward,
You get an air throw, which is exactly the same situation that I mentioned before, where you could have either done air throw or 6B. Yes, so once again, this is really cool. Then you OTG with Stun Dipper, which is, I don't know what you were trying to do there. I don't know if you try to do like H Fireball and then you actually got Stun Dipper. Greed Server, he just interrupts it. Like you just gotta kind of keep him in the corner. Try not to Greed Server or do anything dumb. 2K 2D. Jump H. Let's go down to the wire. I remember. Oof. So yeah, a bit of wasted. Honestly, I wouldn't have used that meter. Like, if you really want to get in, I kind of... Like, with meter, I don't think you understand how strong Stun Dipper Red RC work is. Like, let me just show you how good it is. Like, if you're like... If you're like this far away, is it on block? Yeah. Like, you can just immediately, like... start pressure like this. Like, you can do this, sure, but if you have Red RC, I mean, this is fast as hell. It goes under a lot of stuff. And you can get yourself started like this. Oh, you can do stuff like this. You know? And even if it does connect, let's just say it does connect. Let's just say you randomly do it. You know? Get good damage off it. Especially in the corner, like close to the corner. So yeah, don't be afraid to do stuff like that. Even if it whiffs, let's just say it whiffs. You can PRC it. So you'll still be fine. So in your 50 beta, just don't be afraid to do stuff like this. Jeez, messed it up, but yeah. Yeah, just don't underestimate Red RC, Stun Dipper. With the fireball, there. No, I don't know if you try to do a charged fireball, and then you did a charged fireball. Oh, big jump edge. So you do a charged fireball. Yeah, do a charged fireball, and then try to do a second fireball, and that kind of screwed you. Yeah, you could have actually used that meter to Stun Dipper or something, or just do like a S fireball YC that he has to deal with as you follow up behind it, you know? Great server round start. So I just gotta check skills. Okay, so you don't. It's unfortunate. Jump page, yep. So we'll just skip past this. We've seen all this. Greed server, get the fireball. Yeah, now I think you're using Greed server a bit too much, and he's getting away with it now. I think you're just gonna be patient. Or you can re-jump that. That kind of jump H, you could have landed, done 2H, and then done jump cancel combo. Nice throw though. This is a good throw. Yeah, so you whiff 6H in neutral, which is again something you shouldn't ever be doing. Yeah, so you could definitely have done 2H and done stuff like that. Nice catch there. Usually people try to tech throw the throw the tech. But you dash forward and catch his back tech when he lands with the throw, which is really cool. That's supposed to be a charged fireball. You did the DP instead. Oh, that is way too close for a fireball. That's where something like split seal split seal would be a lot safer, or just doing like 2D jump cancel into like an air fireball or something, you know. Nice. 6H. Yeah, you can every time you get a 6H. You haven't really done 6K, but every time you've done 6H, you just kind of haven't done anything with it. You've just done fireball and then that's it. Nice throw. You could have just stayed on the ground there after that H fireball and then anti-hit him. Like, you've already got the ground covered, you don't need to approach it in the air. Also, once again, you got the throw, and then you're doing... Even though you wanted to put him into the corner with that air dash, I think getting the charge fireball is more important. Because Oki is still very important, and you've got pretty good mid-screen Oki. Yeah, so here you could have just stayed on the ground and then anti-hit him as soon as he landed. Or as soon as he was on his way down. Ooh, so that was... He actually shouldn't have gone away with that, actually. So here... Yeah. So he backdashes, he tries to punish a stun dipper, but he whiffs. You don't come down... Okay, so you managed to block him. I think what you could have done is... I don't know... Actually, he might have put you in block stun if you stayed on the ground, so I can't say too much on that. I was saying maybe you could whiff punish it, but I'm not sure now. No, okay, so... This is this red RC. You're too close here for this block stun... This YRC reset. Honestly, I'd say, like... Do the block stun... Do like 2S and a 6H, and then do fast slash 3H delayed fireball YRC. You could do that. Or if you really want to use your RC meter, you could do like 2S or whatever you just did then into stun dipper, and then you could RC that and you can continue your pressure. Yeah, so he just throws you here. It's unfortunate. Now got that DP. Juicy. Once again, you I-80 forward. Instead of chasing down that fireball normally, you kind of I-80 forward, which lets him like jump over the fireball for free because he's not worried about anti-air at all. Like he'll take a jumping normal. Like he'll take you I-80ing jumping normal at him. He's not that afraid. But if you're next to the fireball and you anti-air him for big damage, he's a lot more scared. So just stay on the ground and follow up that fireball, normally and anti-air him. Nice. You didn't... First of all, that 2S 2D, you're that close, so split seal would have been better. Fireball, sure, but split seal would have been better. Then you managed to get a throw. Okay. You probably shouldn't... Every time you get a comp knockdown like that, I wouldn't immediately try to chase down with an air dash. I'd just be patient, maybe reset the neutral, considering I feel like you could just tech and I can't chase him down properly. But just being patient would be better. Yep. I'll have this VOD up later. I'll just finish it off if you gotta go right now. I mean, I'm getting a little bit tired myself, so I'll just finish it off. Yep. Accidental DP. Oh, the 5D. No, tech forward, jump K. Oh man, went straight into that. Greed server. Greed server, greed server. Once again, the 80 jump H, careful with that. Nice block string. Careful with these fireballs, he can stun dipper under them. And yeah, there he goes, he just merely stun dippers. And there's gonna be not a punish. He actually RC'd that very late. I don't think you should have bursted, that should have been a punish by you. You should have done a close slash punish, so that RC should have been death for him, and you shouldn't have needed a burst. Oof, you could have maybe confirmed with that. Nice air fireballs. Don't be afraid to split seal. Just get some fireballs out. Charge fireball, good. You got in the block. You maybe could have gone a little bit deeper, but he gets a throw on you. So how did that happen, the throw? You definitely could have put him into some more blocks done here. Like just dashing up into 6H would have been a lot better. Maybe since you got him blocking. Confirm he got confirm me blocks and then you can just 6H him or something.
then yeah, that jump H was too high. He just air blocks it and then he just throws you back at the corner. Round start. Okay, so you could have actually punished him maybe, or at least taken your turn, like 5k into like 6H or 5k 2S, something. You know, you could have definitely taken your turn there and done something, some sort of button. Just doing some fireballs. Yeah, so yeah, he knows. Now every time he knows you're just gonna do a fireball, he's just gonna stun dipper under you. So knockdown, charge stun edge. Just a small block string from him. It's not too crazy, but it's enough that makes the weapons drop a little bit. Oh, stun dipper. Oh, the jump D, nice interrupt. I mean the 5D, nice interrupt. Big jump H. Probably could have caught him with like 2S stun dipper there. I think you're in range to do that. That jump H, considering you're scratching. Yeah. So you jump forward here, the jump H catches. If you did 2S here instead of 2k into stun dipper, you probably would have got knocked down. Oh, you whiffed that though. Oh, he's just not close enough for stun dipper, so you're gonna be lucky. 6H? You cancel the plus till free and 6H and 5 ball. Yeah, so not good. Yeah, you try not to press a button after you do a fireball at that range. Yeah, so you do this 2D fireball. You're minus as hell. If you press a button here, you just could count it. Yeah, I think you tried a great sever. Like you just did anything you did would have been counted. Oh, you almost got a combo of that. Jump pitch is a bit risky. Nice little combo. You can jump out of that. Once again, you'd kind of jump at him. Ooh, nice. You could have. I would have actually done. So first of all, you immediately jump at him instead of just staying on the ground and entering him wherever he goes and just wherever he lands. And then second of all, you got the counter hit juggle there on the fireball, and then you do a jump H. You should have cancelled that jump H into a DP, in my opinion. Yeah. Knockdown. So this needs to be immediate fireball. Yeah. So he goes on with that. Your I-84 jump page, this should be immediately into a DP because you have nothing more after this string. It's fine. You try to go for a throw, but you get 6H instead and he just throws you back in the corner. Unlucky. He doesn't do any. I don't know what he does. He should have done the fireball. That's punish time. Yep. Nice punish. He burst that. It's fine. We take those. Careful. Nice 2D again. Got him knocked down. 6k. No. Then after the 6k, like you were +4 after that 6k, you could have done like a micro dash something, maybe counter hit him, or micro dash 5k. Yep. Instant blocks that IAD, and then Dust just does close slash combo. Bit too far for the burst. Yeah, that's what happens. Alright. So God, I spent too long on this. Spent 3 hours. I think that's enough for me. I think I've explained a fair amount. I don't think you have any more questions, Dema. If you're here still, I'll give you a minute. Okay. I think that's all for me. Thank you everyone for watching. This vlog will be up later. GG's.